Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, my tripod's kind of shaking there. These are two of my daughters. This is Roslyn Renee.
Yes.
Say hi, Rosie.
Hello.
How old are you?
8.
You're 8. This is Brianna Lily. How old are you?
6.
6.5, huh?
And I know.
You have something in your teeth. So they're on spring break and they have been begging me to do a video where they do my makeup. I kind of asked one of them to do my face makeup and one to do my eye makeup so that we're not like fighting over every single product, but no promises that they're not going to be fighting or ridiculousness because that's what happens. Okay, put the cord down, please. Don't mess with it. So I've already this morning washed my face and then used my Elta MD sunscreen that I use every day. It's the tinted UV clear. And I mix it with a little bit of the CoverGirl Outlast foundation for a little bit more coverage in the shade Classic Ivory in the winter. So usually what I do next, are you doing my face or my eyeshadow? You're doing eyeshadow?
No.
No, you're doing my face and you're doing lipstick, all right? So I normally do my face first and then my eyeshadow unless I'm doing some crazy color look or whatever. So I'm going to have Brianna do my face first. Okay, put the lip stuff down, so that's very last. So what I usually do after my, put down here please, after my sunscreen and foundation, because it's a pretty sheer coverage because the sunscreen is really sheer and I just do like a half of a pump of that foundation and it's pretty sheer. So I will go in with concealer under my eyes, kind of just in the T-zone, and then blend it out for a little bit more coverage. My favorite affordable concealer is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And right now in the winter, I wear the color Light Natural. I don't wear one that's too much lighter than my skin color because I like to kind of blend it into my face. So, and then the blender brush that I use is the, oh, bless you. The Love is the Foundation brush from, how am I forgetting the brand? Oh, the It Cosmetic brushes from Ulta. This one's from a couple years ago. I just washed it yesterday. I can't wait for the new version to come out. So, Brianna, you've seen me put on my concealer before, right? Like this one that I kind of go like this, you know? How I go under my eyes and stuff. Okay, so you can go ahead and finish it up. And sorry, guys, the angle's kind of weird. This is our biggest bathroom, but it's not that big, so.
Do some on your head.
Yeah, remember some here, some more under my eyes, and some on my chin.
I'm going to do I did 2 strips.
Good job. And then some more under my eyes on each side. Okay, go ahead and close it. Then this brush, have you seen me before where I like blend it out all over? Okay. You still remember, okay. Put your hand a little bit closer to the tip so you can kind of like push hard a little bit while you blend. Good job. You can do it a little more slowly, Brianna.
I don't like to do it slow.
Okay. And then kind of blend it on my eyelid too, on top of my eyeball. There you go. Blend it until you can't see the edges of the concealer anymore.
Edges?
So that it just blends into my lower face too.
It looks like it's blending into your another half of your...
Yeah, it's supposed to.
Maybe next video we can do like my makeup.
Yeah, we can do that.
The next, it's mine. Yeah.
Remember to finish, you have to finish, look, you have to finish like blending it all under the eye to cover like redness and darkness and around the eyeball and down the cheek like this, okay? And then on the forehead, pull it all the way up and around. Just blend it all over the forehead, okay?
I'm trying to get that pinkiness.
Okay.
I cannot get it anymore.
Okay, so after you put the concealer down, we have to set it with powder. Okay, so I've talked about this before. Hold on. I have very, very oily skin, so powder is, we didn't put any concealer on my nose. Powder is necessary. My favorite affordable powder is the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. But I also use, and I'll kind of show you, I also use the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. They're both really affordable and last forever. I'm going to kind of open this for Brianna because it's kind of messy. So I have my Real Techniques 202 brush. It's one of their pop brushes. It's a very dense angled brush. And I just put it in the powder and then put some in the lid. And I'll give you the lid and the brush.
But not this.
But not this, because that spills. So start, I'll show you on one eye. So you get a lot of powder, and when I start, I push it under each eye to get some powder there. And then I blend, but Brie, see how it's sitting on my skin? I blend it out on the rest of my face. Well, you have to blend these ones. So yeah, use what you set down to blend it all over the rest of the face, even on my cheeks and chin.
I'm loving this part.
So blend it out so you don't see any chunks of powder.
This part. Turn this.
Okay. Thank you. Let me just... Okay. So now that I'm all set and mattified for at least an hour for the skin, the next thing I do, I used to do this in a different pattern, but I actually do my highlighter first. So I wear bronzer, blush, and highlighter, and I actually do my highlighter first, so it's not as blinding as when you do it last. So I have a few different highlighter brushes. One of them I lent to my friend, and I haven't gotten it back yet, and that's my favorite one from Amazon, but I have this one from e.l.f. called the powder brush, but it's just this little tiny, not dense brush, but not super fluffy either. Okay, well, you're going to hold it. So currently for highlighter, sorry, it's kind of dirty. I've been using the Revlon Skin Lights in 202 Twilight Gleam. And it's a very, you can't really see in this video because I'm sitting next to these beautiful caramel beauties. But for my skin color, I actually have quite golden undertones. So the gold highlighters look better on me. So Brie, you're going to swirl the brush in it, and I'll show you, okay? Okay, and then tap it a little bit. Tap it right here so you get the excess off. And then this goes right on my cheekbone right here. You kind of swipe over and over. Just like that, but over and over. So do you see how it's making my skin shiny right there? Okay, and then do the same thing again. Okay, and then tap it so you get the excess off, and then do it on this cheekbone. And keep swiping it over the same spot over and over and over so that it makes it look shiny.
I love this part.
Okay? Okay, not down here. So it just goes right here on my cheekbone. Okay? And so you can see a little bit of shine right there.
Oh, yeah.
So next what we do is bronzer. And they always ask me about it. I like to use actually a rougher tapered brush for bronzer. Yes, Rosalind?
It looks like a flower bud.
It does. Currently, the bronzer that I'm using is from Alamar Cosmetics. It's in their medium bronzer palette. The one I like to use on a daily basis is Solterra. This setting powder does not look good on me. And then Always Summer is pretty good too. You just have to blend it really well so it doesn't look like muddy. So Brianna, if you want to bronzer, you put in the hollows of the face. So look at my face. So the thin part of the face. So when you suck your cheek in, you're going to put it here. Okay? So you tap just lightly, get the excess off, and put it right there in the hollow of my cheek.
Like Mom right here.
Like start all the way up here, like this.
Like Mama, like this. Like you
Okay.
do it.
You don't, I know, but you only want to put it in a very specific spot. Right there.
Do you just do this?
So tap it in there again. Okay, that's enough. And then tap off the excess. And then just right here. Okay. And then I also like to put it around the whole hairline for me. Like I do the whole temple and hairline for me. So kind of, so do it, see where you ended it right here and put it all along the edge too, okay? Good job.
It looks like a cough.
So I usually kind of just tap it and just kind of go like that too. Give me a little bit of color. Okay. So then next I do blush. My favorite blush brush is, of course it's wearing off, but it's a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. And is tools number 29, I think it says. It's a very fluffy but somewhat dense brush. It helps to blend out very well. And I'm really loving this ColourPop blush right now in Tearin' Up My Heart. tearing as in like terrain, tearing up my heart.
It has a flower at the back.
It does. And it's just this beautiful kind of nude, peachy pink color.
It has a flower.
And so with blush, especially on skin color like mommy's, you have to be very light with it, okay?
I won't mess up the flower.
Well, so I don't look like a clown. So it's not super bright on my cheeks, okay? I know, so funny. So you just kind of go like that, and then tap it off. And this goes right on like the chubby part of my cheek, the round part. And just kind of go fast. Give me your hand. Just like this. Okay?
Do clowns like...
Okay, tap it again. Okay, and then this cheek. Good job. Perfect. So that's really all I do on my face. And then one of the very most important parts of my face that I like to do are my eyebrows. I might do these myself because this is a very condensed eyebrow product. This is actually my favorite one. This is not, I wouldn't say affordable. Hold on, Luke. My very favorite affordable eyebrow product, I think I ran out of from L'Oreal, but they stopped making it. So it was like the Plump and Perfect eyebrow texturizer or something like that. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. The writing is so tiny. It's the medium brown. It's the Brow Wiz like gel in medium brown. So let me just do this real quick. So a lot of people on YouTube have asked me how I do my brows. This is literally my brow shape. I actually have blonde brows. I dye them a medium brown color. I have this kit from Amazon that I use. It's like $12. Like every 3 or 4 months, I'll dye them brown just to match my natural brown that's here. And then every day I just go over my normal brow shape with brow gel. That's it. So I don't have much of a trick. Yes, Rosalind?
She actually dyed her eyelashes too.
Oh yeah, sometimes when I do my eyebrows, I'll dye my eyelashes too because it's kind of strange. So I was blonde as a kid and it got darker obviously as I got older. But for some reason my eyebrows and eyelashes did not get the hint. So you can see my eyebrow, it's literally just my eyebrow with brow gel in it. That's it. There's no trick to it. Thank you.
They're like in the mirror. Those are my eyebrows. They look not like that good.
Your eyebrows look very good. Yes, they do. Well, you're 8. You're not supposed to have defined arched eyebrows at 8.
What about 9?
When you're older, you can do things to your eyebrows and I can teach you how to do them, okay?
Hallelujah.
So that's it. Literally just eyebrow gel. So at this point, well, sometimes I'll wait for eyeshadow to be on, but I haven't been wearing a lot of eyeshadow lately, honestly, because of COVID and I work in the ICU and wear masks and eye shields and all that stuff. But if I'm not wearing eyeshadow, this is the point where I'll put a finishing spray on my face and before I go and do my eyeliner and mascara. But for sake of saving time, we're not going to do the finishing spray right now. So we're going to go now into eyes. Rosalind's going to do my eyes. Go ahead and show them the palette that you chose. It's a ColourPop palette. Okay, try not to blind them though. And this one is in It's My Pleasure. It's a very purple-y palette, huh, Roz?
Yeah.
So go ahead and hold that. I'm going to put my eyeshadow, I can't ever remember words when I am recording, but my eyeshadow primer on. This, I have a couple different ones, but today we're going to use the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Primer. This is a very much silicone-y primer, which I honestly try to stay away from anything that's silicone-y because I have it. Sorry, my daughter Jocelyn's out there being very loud. Because I have very oily skin, and you'll notice in a lot of oily skin products they will use a lot of silicone to like smooth pores and stuff like that. It makes me an even worse oily mess. But for some reason this primer actually works very well with my super oily eyelids. So it's pretty sheer, it's basically clear. I'm just going to rub it all over my entire eyelid all the way up to my brow bone. And a very little bit goes a very long way.
Yeah, it's like a little pinch of salt goes a really long way.
And before she starts putting the eyeshadow on, there was one, I had used a little single Wet n Wild eyeshadow for a long time. I think it's called Creme Brulee. And I would set my primer with that. I think it's gone though, so I'm just going to set it with my Stay Matte powder from Rimmel. And I have like a specific eyeshadow setting brush that I use. And it's one of the pop brushes from Real Techniques also. Yes, Brianna?
Yeah, double mirror.
Oh yes, I have a mirror that I do up close things with. So I just get in the powder and I literally just set everywhere that I put the primer. Because for me, a lot of people don't like to set it because it makes the colors that they're going to use pop. But for me, I don't usually do bright colored eyeshadow, and that's fine. A lot of people do, and that's great. But if you're not doing bright looks, it's good to set it. If you want to do bright looks, if you don't set it, those brighter colors will pop straight on the primer. So just so you know, but I like to set mine so we can blend better. So now Roslyn can start. So usually we start with a blending color first. So I'm going to give you a blender brush. This is one of my favorite ones. It's from Amazon. This is a Crease blending brush. This is from B Pro, and it's called a tapered blending brush. Okay, afterward, okay? So here, I'm going to give you this brush. So usually the way we start, Lou, sorry, her nickname's Lou, even though her name's Rosie. We usually start with a lighter or medium kind of color like this. So Kittenfish or Pretty Cruel. These are both, okay colors for my skin tone to start blending in the crease. So choose one of those two colors. Okay, so tap into it just a little bit because your shadows are pretty soft. Don't push too hard. And then that's not too bad, but you can always just tap off the excess like this, okay? And then just start in the middle crease here. I know, it's hard to not have enough hands, huh?
See it.
If you can't see it, just pick up more. And kind of go in a more wispy motion, like go shoo, shoo, shoo. Do you think you can start seeing it? A little bit?
Okay.
Then go to the other eye and do the same thing to make sure it kind of looks equal, okay?
I'm loving this. Okay.
And if you feel like you don't see that color enough, you can go in with that second color that I showed you that's a little bit deeper if you want to. Because the way you blend it and make it look nice is by a gradient from lighter to darker or darker to lighter to make it look blended and nice, okay? So go ahead, what kind of color do you want to use next? And I'll help you choose a brush for it.
I want
Okay. So she wants to use this one called Bare Minimum. It's this really foiled kind of deep pink one. So when you have something like this that's really pigmented and almost, I don't want to say flaky, but it does have kind of a flaky texture to it. You use your fingertip, just a little bit. You can push it on there and then we can blend the edges out with a brush, okay? So this will be this brush right here, this is from Eco Tools. It's a little bit denser, but still fluffy. Jossie, turn the water off. So just a little bit and kind of tap your finger off before you put it on the lid, okay? And then place it exactly where you want it. See how pigmented it is? And that's why you use your finger. That's okay. So you can get more on your finger. If you want that like on my whole eyelid, that's fine. You can get some more. Remember to tap your finger off in the middle.
You're trying to make it beautiful as we can.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We'll try it.
Okay, do you feel like it looks equal? Okay, so now if you want to kind of blend it out, if it looks messy,
Yes, it does.
use this end and just go along the edges of that color shadow and blend it.
Okay.
Here, let me show you. Like if I get a mirror,
Yeah.
look. So see where you have it? See how the edges look kind of rough?
Mm-hmm.
Just go to the edge, see how I'm blending it?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I just feel like going up.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I just need a little bit more.
Okay.
Like the thing. Okay. I'm just gonna put that down real quick. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna start blending. Wait, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use like a little color to kind of like blend it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. You can always use one of your blending or more neutral colors to blend out the edge of a darker or brighter color.
There.
Okay. Very good. Very cool. Okay, so the eyeshadow's all done? Or do you want to do more?
I want some more.
Hurry, because we're at 21 minutes. Okay, so she's going in with the darkest one called Chick Lit. This is very dark. Is that like a blue purple?
It's a purple.
Purple. It's very dark. So when you do, sometimes when you use a very dark color, you can get some extra powder, especially loose powder, but I'm not going to grab that out right now. And you can set it under your eyes so that if there's fallout, you can wipe it away after. Okay. You might want to get more on there because you already wiped it off with your hand.
I have it right here.
Okay.
Wait.
Remember to tap it off after you get eyeshadow on it.
I know. And Iris playing Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm. He is. Very cool. You need to get more on your brush.
Mm-hmm.
And then tap it off after you get more.
Wait, I'm not done yet. Okay, done.
All right, I'm going to get up close so you guys can see.
Yeah, but I tried my best.
You did good.
I just like.
This is Rosalind's eyeshadow look here. Lots of pink purples, right?
Yes, I just want to like try to clean up the eyes.
Okay, I'll give you one to do that. And then I'm going to do eyeliner so that we can get moving, okay?
I don't want to do it.
No, because I do it on the inner part of my rim and I don't want you to poke me. But you can do my cat eyeliner if you want to do that part.
I want to do your cat eyeliner.
Okay.
What about the heart?
I know, they want to use my Color Pop stamp in the heart.
Can you do the heart real quick?
Oh, my...
Right, I'm doing that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm just going to do my inner eyeliner real quick. My favorite affordable one is the Rimmel Exaggerate in the very black. Oh, this one's the Starlit Black. I bought that one on accident one time. But it's the waterproof eye definer in Blackest Black. And I like it in the retractable one. So I always go like in my waterline on the bottom.
So how do you wash that out though?
It just comes out. And the top.
Does that hurt?
You have to kind of get used to it. And then I will put a first layer of mascara down so it can dry, and then I curl it. So my favorite mascara of all time, I've probably been through like 50 tubes of this stuff. Careful, Brie. Is Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot. This was made with Maybelline and Makeup Shayla. It was a collaboration, and it's my favorite mascara of all time for length and volume. I always have 2 tubes, one that's newer and fresher with more product, and one that's older and drier that I use for definition. Yes, Brianna?
Can I do it?
No. It's very close to my eyeball. Oh, and usually, Rosalind's going to do my cat eyeliner. Usually I do that before the mascara, but I just really want this mascara to get drying. Because it takes a while for the first layer of it to dry. I do have pretty long eyelashes, but they're very thin. Most of the time, when I don't have mascara on, you literally can't even see them. So I'm just going to do the first layer on the top. I don't do the bottom till later. So that's just one coat of the mascara without curled lashes. So Rosalind's going to do my cat eyeliner. Let me see what I even have here. Because I used to wear it every single day when I was younger, and I don't anymore. This is the Maybelline Hyper Easy Brush Tip Liner. And this one is very good. I have to use very waterproof products because of my oily skin, length of wear, type of work I do. I get sweaty, all the things. So this one it's kind of like this hexagonal shaped pen. And it just has, it's that felt tip.
Mama, look.
Oh, you have a cat on your shirt. Okay. So, do you want to do it or no? Okay. So now, one of the easiest ways to do eyeliner, this kind of eyeliner, is make sure the hand that you're using is stabilized somewhere. So, like on this chair arm, so that your whole arm isn't shaking. Okay? And then you can rest your pinky finger like on my cheek when you do it. Okay? It helps to stabilize your hand.
What's it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? That's why I did it.
All right, not too shabby, Lou. That actually looks really good for you. That looks really good. So now the goal is to try your best to make the other eye look the same. If it doesn't look the same, that's okay. It happens to everybody. Okay, so put your elbow here, and you can put your pinky on my cheek. Great.
There.
Good. Not too shabby, Lou. That's good. It's hard, huh? Eyeliner is hard. So we're going to say that my mascara is dry. It's not quite dry. But this is when I go and I curl my eyelashes. Because mine seem to just hold curl and curl better when they have a dry coat of mascara on them. So, and that's when I go and put my second coat of mascara on.
Is that one the older one? I ain't gonna do lipstick.
No, that's the newer one. And then Brianna will do my lipstick.
I'm gonna be.
And we will be done.
So I did really good on the cat liner.
You did.
For my age.
So I'm going to go over the top.
I felt like.
And if there's any lumps or like gathered lashes, I'll use my older one to separate them out with. But real quick, I'm just going to do my lower mascara. And I just go side to side.
So I'm like really good at makeup at my age. And I don't even do makeup.
You did a really good job. Okay, so Brianna, which one have you chosen? So Brianna has chosen ColourPop in their Velvet Luxe lipstick in Daily Dose. It's this very, very bright, kind of orangish red color.
And you like
so that's what we're going to do.
Do you want to wear this for the whole day because it looks so cute? So, Mom, do you want to...
Sit down. And there's my lipstick, Daily Dose from ColourPop.
It doesn't have much lipstick there.
So there's that. So let me get really close. Watch out, Lou. There we are. We'll get this uploaded. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. The girls do eventually want to do a video with their own makeup, where they're doing their own makeup too. Yeah. So thank you, Rozzy. Thank you, Brianna. You guys did a very good job.
Do you want to wear it for the whole day?
We'll see. Okay, love you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.